Today's sisters and allies. What a beautiful looking group of activists out here today braving the cold. My name is Valerie Saliba and I'm a women's advocate for Unifor Local 4050 and a women's equity representative at the Alberta Federation of Labour. My job in these roles is to advocate for women's rights and to look for ways to remove the barriers that keep us from being equal. Since the beginning of my union life, I have heard of the dream of a child care program. I feel the time is now to push harder to achieve this dream. The introduction of the $25 a day pilot sites by our NDP government is an exciting step forward, but we must go farther. It's time to invest in a comprehensive public and curriculum-based system of early childhood education and care that includes improved wages and working conditions for childcare workers and is within reach for every woman and family. By investing in regulated childcare spaces, we create jobs and enable women to return to the workforce, which increases earnings and productivity, building a stronger tax base, driving up consumer spending and the GDP, and acting as a stimulus for the overall economy. It also reduces the economic loss that happens when women are priced out of childcare due to high costs and end up leaving the workforce entirely, taking with them years of training, education, and experience. Valuing early childhood education and care helps tilt the balance of fairness for caring work and the full lives of women. But it's not just the women who would prosper. Studies show that a child's early years are some of the most important for the development and learning that will set them on the right track for life. With higher educational and professional attainment, lower risk of conflict with the justice system, and better physical and mental health. Equal access to early childhood education and care must be a key component in our scheme of a universal social program that ground a productive and healthy Alberta. In Alberta, there are over 84,000 children that currently live in poverty. Often this has become because parents are not fully able to participate in the workforce and due to child care needs, choosing part-time work or lower paid jobs that can't keep up with the rising costs of living, especially child care fees. This is particularly true for workers with non-traditional or variable hours, shift work, on-call duties, and similar difficulties in planning predictable family schedules and budgets. Other barriers to accessibility that hit lower income families particularly hard include facilities that are too far away from home, transit, or work. High quality early childhood education and care and the many benefits of it can't exist without high quality educators. For too long, these trained and educated professionals have subsidized low fees or high profits by being forced to accept low wages, throwing up barriers to their own contribution to the community and economy, and discouraging excellent candidates from entering the field. To make sure that all workers and all children get a fair chance in our province, Alberta needs to commit to paying just wages to a professional and trained workforce of respected early childhood educators. Fair work conditions for early childhood education and care employees create higher quality programs which benefits everyone. You can see that child care is a problem of the generations. As you look around you, you will see many of us are still marching even though we have no problems with child care. But our children do, and our grandchildren will, unless we make our voices heard now. A national child care program will be built province by province, starting with Quebec, then Manitoba, then Alberta, and eventually the rest of the provinces. This will be accomplished by being persistent and lobbying our governments to be fair to the children, to the women, to the families, and to our workers. By talking to our neighbors, we can educate our communities and create allies that will support us in this campaign. And eventually, through word of mouth, it will spread, or so was my dream, and the dream of many activists that were inspired by the late Bob White, former president of the Canadian Auto Workers and the Canadian Labour Congress. Bob White's legacy is a stronger and a more equitable Canada and a labour movement that stands up for Canadian workers. Bob was a trailblazer who fought not just for the union, but for social justice. He was passionate about equality rights for women, which included fighting for childcare. He believed in using our collective strength to make both our workplaces and our world better places. His vision lives on, and so we will continue to fight in his honor. In solidarity, eternal.